for Change, Nelson Chamisa, has said it will be quite an easy task to transform the economy of Zimbabwe if actually he bounces back, signaling political comeback after taking a very long people. A lot of people have actually interpreted this as dumping his electorate, whilst he justified this by saying he was planning after being knocked out politically by Sengezo Tabangu, and with no option he resigned, leaving the party that he formed, that was formed along the slogan that was concocted alongside his name. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You know, it's not easy to do this job. So Nelson Chamisa says the task ahead, transforming and turning around. So he's actually unpacking or postulating his task ahead. He says it's transforming and turning around the Zimbabwean economy would be easier than many believe. It has been done before and we will do it again. We did it during the inclusive government period. The real challenge lies in restoring and reboosting our human software, our culture, norms, habits, ethics, Ubuntu, and value systems. I am fully aware that this will require significant heavy lifting. The moral fiber is torn and decimated. These foundations have been ruptured and tattered. We must make a conscious shift back to excellency and best ways of doing things that reflect to the enduring values that build strong institutions and resilient systems. We must restore the right frame of mind and heart, a regeneration of values, virtues, and ethics. This is a call to action for all of us as citizens to take responsibility for rebuilding what has been eroded. We must lead by example, hold one another to higher standards, and commit in our daily choices and collective efforts to restoring integrity, trust, and shared purpose. The work begins now and it begins with us. So this is what Nelson Chamisa has shared today. Let me just read a few comments from those who follow him. Someone says, nice words, but Zimbabweans have heard this script before. The so-called inclusive government you reference was short-lived, externally driven, and left no lasting institutions or reforms you can point today. It is truly transformed. If it truly transformed the economy, the structures would not have collapsed the moment it ended. Values, ethics, and Ubuntu are important, yes, but they cannot be rebuilt through speeches alone. They are restored through consistent leadership, hard policy choices, discipline, and delivery on the ground. Moral regeneration must start with accountability, respect for constitutional processes, and staying present beyond election season. Zimbabwe does not need recycled rhetoric. It needs steady leadership, institutions that work, and leaders who build, not just inspire. Words are easy. Governing is the real heavy lifting. Okay, let me get another one. Compromise, science, and moral ambiguity. You cannot rebuild human software while refusing to confront the virus that corrupted it. Yes, economies can be built, but values are not restored by rhetoric. After power is lost, they are preserved, but conduct while power is pursued. During the inclusive government, the economy stabilized, but impunity survived. Corruption was paused, not uprooted. Trust was negotiated, not defended. And the people learned a devastating lesson. Principles are not optional if unity is convenient. Ubuntu is not a slogan. Ethics are not seasonal. Excellence is not retrospective. A nation's moral fiber is not torn by success, it is torn from the top down. When leaders blur truth, avoid accountability, and replace courage with calculation, if the call is truly to restore integrity, then it must begin with clear truth over strategic silence, repentance over revisionism, standards applied to leaders first, not citizens. Zimbabwe does not need another motivational speech. It needs moral clarity, clean breaks, and leaders willing to lose power rather than lose truth. Until then, the people are not a problem, they are the evidence. Someone says, when you say it requires heavy lifting, are you referring to a particular person, e.g. Chivayo? Someone says, our country has an abundance of resources that can transform our economy within the blink of an eye. It is the culture of corruption and wanton looting that is a challenge. It is perpetuated by a cliche of greedy people who were given a blank check by ZANU-PF. Someone says, regeneration of values, virtues, and ethics should be indeed the standard measure of who should be responsible for what. Corruption has become a norm, with poverty being an asset in every household. There is need to restore the people's confidence by clinging to our ethos. So I think I can agree with what these people have been saying, who commented. Of course, the issue of changing ethics, moral fiber, no one can run away from it. But the mind-boggling question is, how do we politically get rid of these people who are still promoting this culture, who have political influence? That is where it starts. If we get it right there, then all other things would be simple. It will take maybe about a month to stabilize the Zimbabwean economy. In a year, Zimbabwe would be competitive with other nations of the world, and most probably our currency would also be respected. But until we get a strategy on how to remove this party that stands on the way of the people, then we haven't started. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are not watching us, and how did Chiwenga not suspect when generals were wiped out? Okay. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. Signing out.